Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video. And you can probably already tell this video is going to be a bit different than my other ones. And that is because I am starting yet another MOC. And this is a MOC I'm actually really quite excited for. And I thought before I go into building the boardwalk and everything, I might go ahead and build a hotel. So I was feeling quite inspired today, and I have a couple of pieces, as you can see over here. I'm just going to explain that, but before I go into that, I'm going to explain to you why I'm not shooting where I normally do in the back over there with the white background. I'll just show you real quick what's going on there. So it's a bit messy, please forgive me guys, but I'm taking apart the Hogwarts Express. I had a couple of the Harry Potter sets out during the winter time, but obviously now it's summer, so I wanted to take them all apart, put them back into their boxes, so that's why I can't use that space right now. But as for news videos, I thought that instead of releasing like daily news videos, I might do a weekly news video. So we might do like news Thursdays. And I know tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll skip tomorrow, and next Thursday we'll start doing like a weekly, like a summary of everything that's gone down during the week. So that's deals, that's news, and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys want to watch that kind of format where I do weekly stuff. I think that would be more interesting, and it wouldn't be as erratic. So anyways, let's get into the video. So what I wanted to do today is build an elevator for a modular system. So first of all, if you're not familiar with what a modular system is, so a modular system is pretty much where you build up like multiple levels and they're different modules, so like different parts of it. So I have over here, this is a couple of pieces together. Let me just focus in on that. Is that focused? All right. So this I received. It was pretty much part of the huge bucket of used Lego I got. It has a crank on the side over here. It has some I guess string, rope, whatever you want to call it, and then this nice little piece at the bottom. And this can just be unwound just like that, and then rewound. It's actually pretty tall. Like pretty long. So this can go at least a couple of floors, so that's pretty awesome. Then I have a couple of these large wall elements, and I don't want to actually build a whole building. I just want to mess around with the elevator itself. So obviously, since it's an elevator, we only need to build 3 walls. So I say we do something that's not too huge. So just like this. I think that seems about right for an elevator. The interior is going to be I think that's just 6 by 6 by, yeah, so a 6 by 6 square can fit in there. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be the base for the elevator. Now we are going to just place some tiles. So this is where it actually gets a bit interesting. So I am going to need a 1x8 brick to place over here as a bit of a ridge. And then what I want to do is just put some bricks over here, just like that. And then obviously on top of all that, what I'm going to do is just place some tiles. So we got our first couple bricks there. I am going to grab a couple pieces. I wasn't as prepared for this as I thought. Alright, so we got that piece. That looks pretty cool as already. And I'm just going to go grab a 1x6. Or actually, now looking at it from this angle, I might have been off with that calculation. So the interior space with this is actually turning out to be a bit less. So what I'm going to do... Alright, so I'm back with these 2 little 1x1x5s. And those should help, just bringing the size of the space up. And obviously then I can just rearrange that. So the great thing about building with bricks instead of just like online is that you can get a good feel of everything. It's one thing that I definitely appreciate about it. I'm just going to go grab the 6x6 plate now. Alright, so I have this nice dark bluish gray 6x6 plate. It sits just comfortable. I'm not going to drop it in just yet. And what we want to do is just plated up nicely. Now the thing is, the inside space of this elevator is actually ending up to be quite slim. It's ending up being like about a 4x4 space inside. But remember, this is going to be minifigure scale, so this is pretty much where we have to start making compromises, right? If I scale this up even higher and make the inside space an 8x8, then the interior of the elevator can end up being a 6x6, which I might actually do in the end, but for the sake of just space and such, it might be kind of difficult to do something like that. So at this point, I think I'm just going to stick with this. I also just realized that I need another 6x6 plate to put as a roof of this. 6x6, but I got something even better. Let's see something real quick. I'm gonna rearrange that just a bit. Okay. Alright. So we got that just like there. And this. So now that we got this second little piece, I don't know why that's not going on. All right, let me situate myself. So I'm going to attach this right onto the center. And we're just going to place that right in there. So now we have that nice little thing. I think I should place down a couple of tiles down there. I'm just going to grab the ones over here. This was originally a modular building, actually. I'm just going to put them on the very edges because I don't see any point in just tiling this down all completely, especially when I know this isn't going to be a final build. It's just a nice little way of just setting it down to be even. And, all right, there we go. This is actually a pretty weird angle. Let me see if I can lower the camera just a bit. Probably pretty late to be doing this, but I guess it's better late than never. All right. Sorry about that. Hope you have a bit of a more direct view of that now. Let me... All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. I know this really isn't the most professional channel, but I'm definitely going to be striving to improve the quality of all these videos. Please let me know if you're confused of anything and you want me to go over something again. I would be happy to clarify in the comments. Okay, so here we have the little module. It goes and it sits nicely. This is just flush right there. So, as of now, we can attach... Nice. So I'm just going to retie that real quick. All right, so it's been somewhat secured. Now what we want to do is just tile this whole area up. And I'm going to grab some of the little jumper plates as well. All right. And just like that, we have our first little floor. Now we are going to be building just another floor. And obviously, yeah, we're just going to pretty much build it in the same little way. I feel like it's actually a bit more secure if I connect everything underneath. The only problem with that is then the top connection, so let me try and find more of these big pieces. Alright, for some reason I was just not able to locate any of the 1x8s in this tan color, so I guess instead what I can do is just use a 1x10. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so the whole point of this whole video was just to test out a bit of a modular style elevator, right? Because if you want to just have a elevator like a whole stack, just like that, it's not that difficult. But what we want is multiple layers of the hotel that can be removed. And the main reason for that is just lighting. I want it to be so that each floor is individually lit, and you are able to pretty much just take this whole thing apart and look at each floor individually. So here comes the moment of truth. I mean, obviously this is supposed to work. I mean, the only reason it's not is because I don't really have all the pieces for this. I don't know why it's acting like this. I think it's not. Alright, I realized these pieces have holes, and I think it just got stuck in the little pins down below. So it is a very tight fit, so that might be the reason why it's not the best. But let me just wind that up just a bit. And let's see now if it comes up. It's a very slow elevator, as you can tell. But yeah, I mean, it sure works. That's something. All right, so we know that this idea, as primitive as it may seem, or it actually is, it does work. Even if the entire building starts to fall apart. So one of the biggest things with this is that it needs to have more structural integrity. As you can tell, this is completely falling apart. If we use these stronger pieces, that will not be a problem. Obviously, this is just a snapshot of what this whole building will look like. But I definitely like this idea of a modular elevator, one that can be just taken apart. Obviously, this top piece will have to be taken apart as well if you want to take off the floors. So that is something I'll have to look into. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please look forward to more of these types of progress videos in the future. I'm going to be just working on this hotel as one of my main projects now. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and have a great day, guys.